Hey, what's going on, guys? Zaku here, and I'm very excited to announce to you all the next contest collaboration between myself and USA Gundam Store, and it is going to be, finally, at long last, a custom Mecha Musume contest. So you guys all know that I love Mecha Musume model kits, and I'm really looking forward to this contest and really looking forward to what you guys are going to come up with. And we're also very thankful to have another premier sponsor on board, none other than Kotobukiya themselves, to supply some of the prizes, so big thank you to them for all of their support. So in this video, I'll give you guys all the details for what we're looking for the different categories in the contest, and also how to enter in the contest. But first of all, just some of you may be wondering, what is Mecha Musume? What exactly does that mean? Mecha Musume, or Mecha Shoujo, is basically the concept of mixing like usually a pretty girl anime character with some sort of mecha aspect, sort of robotic, whether it be armor or weapons or some sort of exosuit, or whether the character themselves is an actual like robot or cyborg, something like this. Basically mixing of the two themes, something mechanic and something musume, which actually means like a daughter, or shoujo, just girl, kind of mecha and girl mixed together, you get Mecha Musume. So what we want you guys to do is to take a Mecha Musume kit and customize it, whether that be just a custom paint job or fully customizing it, whether you want to alter the armor or the weapons or whatever you might want to do as far as kit bashing goes. And now maybe you're thinking, I really want to enter, but I'm not really confident in my painting skills yet or my customization skills yet. Don't worry, because we have two categories for this contest. We're going to have a beginner category and an advanced category. Beginner category is going to be for people who want to enter the contest, and maybe you want to make something of a custom build, but maybe you don't feel comfortable fully painting the kit, or just in general you're kind of new to the modeling hobby. We want you guys to be able to enter as well. And then in the advanced category, obviously, will be for people who do want to fully paint their kits and do, you know, X, Y, and Z more to their kits. As far as the threshold as to which category you should enter into, it's kind of really up to you, but the main tipping point should really be whether you're fully painting the kit or not. If you're fully painting the kit, then you should probably go ahead and enter into the advanced category. If not, then you should enter into the beginner category. Of course, if you have questions though as far as to which category you think that you should enter into, you can certainly ask and I'll let you know. But if you wanted to make some custom build and then not fully paint it and then enter into the advanced category, chances are you're probably not going to do very well. Vice versa, if you have like this fully painted and custom build entered into the beginner category, we're probably not going to look very kindly on that either, so just keep that in mind. Now, as far as the kit that you want to use for your base kit, it can be anything. I'll just name off some examples here for you guys. From Kotobukiya, you have things like Frame Arms Girl line, the Megami Device line, the Frame Music line, Cross Frame, Hand Scale, Fantasy Star Online, LBCS, Sosai Shoujo Teien. And on a side note on the Sosai Shoujo Teien, because those model kits are just girls without any mecha aspect to it, if you did want to use one of those kits as your base kit for this contest, it would be recommended to you guys to incorporate some sort of mecha aspect to that, whether it be adding some sort of, again, like mechanical armor or weapons or something like that into your custom build, for example. Same thing goes for if you wanted to use one of the Bandai Figurized standard kits, for example, but also from Bandai you have the 30 Minute Sisters line, of course. From Good Smile Company, you have options like Guilty Princess, the Minimum Factory line. You have the Variable Fighter Girls line from Aoshima, Vlockers line from Volks, the ATK Girls, of course, the MS General line. You got the Dark Advent kits, and that's just to name some of the main examples, but there is some other further examples, but those are going to be kind of like the main lines that probably most of your entries will be coming from. And we're keeping the rules pretty simple for this one. We want you guys to be creative. You can mix and match parts. You can use detail parts from Bandai, from Kotobukiya. You can use metal detail parts, you can use photo etch parts, you can 3D print. So I know some of you guys are going to wonder if you can 3D print. You can 3D print parts for your kit, but you cannot use a resin kit. So maybe if you had like a resin garage kit of a Mecha Musume girl and you want to use that for your entry, we're not going to allow resin for this contest. We want it to be a plastic model kit, but you can 3D print custom parts for it if you do want to do that. We want your entry to be focused around one main build, so it should be centered around one kit, whether you have it as just the kit itself or in a vignette or in a diorama. But say if you make a diorama and you want to incorporate other models in that, the main focus should still be on the one singular kit. So maybe you have your main Mecha Musume kit who's like attacking a secondary kit, which is maybe you have like a 30-minute sisters kit fighting against a 30 minutes missions robot kit or something like that. The main focus should still be on the main kit. Anything else auxiliary to that will basically be counted as part of the diorama. Now say you do want to build something more like a vignette or a diorama more than just the kit itself, just keep in mind that that can either help you or hurt you. If you have a really awesome kit and your diorama is kind of not really done well, that is going to pull your overall points down. So just keep in mind that that is something that will be considered in the scoring process, but you won't get bonus points for doing a diorama or a vignette. It certainly can help your overall score though. And another quick side note as far as what kits you can use for your main entry, it does have to be a model kit. So that means that anything that's like a Figma or Desktop Army or Polinian, some of these other examples where it's just like a pre-painted figure, if you wanted to use that and then like say you wanted to customize that, that's not going to be allowed. It should be a model kit, something that you actually comes on runners and you have to build and put it together as your main entry. And that's basically it as far as the rules go. Like I said, I wanted to keep it pretty simple so that it's very wide open for you guys to get really creative with this. Now the contest deadline is going to be September 31st, so you have a little over 2 months to work on this. And we do want you guys to start a new project, so that means that you do need to send an entry email, and that is going to need to include a photo of the kit that you're planning on working on. So it does need to be a new project, a new kit. The kit can be snap built, but it can't be something that's already had some custom work or painting done on it. So say for example you have a kit that you just snap built up but you haven't really done anything with it, you can use that for your entry. So in your entry photo it should look something like this. Please pay very close attention to this because it must include two things. The first being a handwritten note, emphasis on a handwritten note in there that needs to include your name, date, country, and which category you plan on entering, whether it be beginner or advanced. Keep in mind that, say for example, you at first send your entry email and you plan on entering the beginner category, but later you change your mind and decide to enter into the advanced category. That's perfectly fine. You just need to let me know somewhere in between when you decide to change your mind so that I can keep records of that as to which people are entering into which category. And then it should also include the kit in the photograph, not the box of the kit. It should show the actual kit itself, whether it be just the runners themselves so I can see what it is, or the snap built kit. If you just show me a box, I don't know if what's actually in the box, if it's something that you already built, years ago. I had to be able to see the actual kit that you plan on using for your custom build entry. So you're going to email that photo with the email title Mecha Musume contest to the email address contest@usags.com. That address, as well as all of the relevant information, will be down in the video description below. And once you submit that, then you're entered. You don't need to wait for a response from me. You can go ahead and start working on your kit. I want you guys to take advantage of all the time that you have for this contest. But within a few days or a week or so, you should get a reply just to acknowledge that your entry was accepted and received. And then once you're finished, you just need to send your final entry photos as a reply in that same email chain by the contest deadline of September 31st. That is the end of September 31st. This is midnight Eastern Standard Time here locally where we are on the East Coast in the US. For your final photos, I want you guys to send 10, not 9, not 12, just 10 photos exactly. This should not include any work in progress photos. That should include 10 photos of your finished build. We need to see it in full, and we also need to see detail images. So we need to see the full front, back, left side, right side, and then detail images, whatever you guys want to include. While not a requirement, I would highly recommend you guys to keep your kit in one single pose in all of the photographs, rather than trying to have a different pose in every single photograph. That's just not advised, but that's up to you guys if you really want to do that. Just keep in mind that does make judging for us more difficult, and again, anything that makes the job of the judges more difficult makes it more difficult for us to give you a good score. As far as the judging goes, there will be 1 or 2 special guest judges that I will announce to you guys shortly. I'm still communicating with them to see who is going to be on board for that, but it should be very awesome. I've got a couple people in mind that I think would make awesome judges for this contest, so I'll announce them to you guys very soon. But in the meantime, what we're going to be looking for the judging on this obviously is just going to be, number 1, you're just a build quality, whether that be seam lines, mold lines, nub marks, things like that, and that goes for either category, beginner especially, of course advanced as well. And then for the beginner category, any sort of painting that you do to that, whether that be painting details or panel lining or weathering, anything that you do further on the kit will then also be considered as a category under just painting, even though the kit is not fully painted. And then of course we're also looking at creativity. How creative were you with the colors, with the parts, with the design overall? If you're kit bashing, how well do the different aspects go together. And lastly, presentation. This one is also very important for both categories. Your final presentation is a big part of how we'll be judging this. Considering this is an online contest, the judges have to go off of your presentation, i.e. your photographs that you send in. So that's going to be an important part of the judging as well. Now for the advanced category, obviously the painting aspect of it is going to play an even larger role because that's going to be a much larger part. But the creativity, the presentation as well, all of that is also important. So those are the four main categories that we'll be looking at: build quality, painting, creativity, and presentation. Now as for the prizes, in the advanced category we will have 3 winners, first, second, and third. In the beginner category we will have just a first and second place only. The prizes will consist of model kits. We'll give you guys a full list of that soon. That's also still being determined based on what we're going to be getting from Kotobukiya and what we'll be supplying from here at USA Gundam stores. So we'll let you guys know exactly what the prizes will entail very soon, but obviously they'll be pretty awesome. I think that should just about cover everything that you guys need to know to get started on the contest. I hope that you're all very excited. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. I think it's going to be really awesome. But of course, if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to let us know either in the comment section on this video or send me a private message to my Zaku Aurelius Facebook page or Instagram. Again, a big thank you to Kotobukiya for coming on as a premier sponsor for this contest. And as one final point to you guys, just want to let you know that at USA Gundam Store, we're going to be having a 10% off sale on all Mecha Musume kits. So if you guys don't have a kit but you would like to enter, now's a good chance for you guys to pick one up. All the Mecha Musume kits we have in stock are going to be 10% off from now until July 29th, giving you guys a week to purchase a kit if you would like to purchase one, either whether it be, for the contest or just for yourself. Even if you don't plan on entering the contest, or maybe there's just a kit that has been on your wish list for a while, now's a good opportunity to pick it up for 10% off. So thank you guys for checking out the video today, and thank y'all so much in advance for your awesome entries into the contest. We're really looking forward to seeing all your guys' entries, and like I said, there'll be more information to come as far as the judges and the prizes, so we'll let you guys know on that. But for now, the deadline is September 31st, so you guys have about over 2 months. I wish you all luck as you get started on your entries, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much. Bye guys.